Hello and welcome to the first ever Wines of Wonder Society video, as presented by your host, me, Matt. Currently I'm based here at the Amathus Soho branch, and we have a brand new spanking enomatic machine in which we put 8 wines, each every 2 weeks, and I'll be choosing 3 what I think is some of the best wines we have on offer for you to taste. The society itself is completely free for you to taste, so just come inside and ask any member of staff for more information. So without further ado, let's dive into what I think is some of the 3 best wines we have on offer for you to taste. So first of all, we have a Japanese Koshu wine. Now for those of you who don't know your Japanese wine, the grape itself is called the Koshu, and as you can see from the label, the producer is called Soryu. Rumour has it that the grape itself came over from the silk trail over across China. The grape itself has sort of established itself throughout Japan. Soryu itself has been established since 1899 and is a family-owned winery, and is now part of the 5th generation who consistently go over to France, look at how Bordeaux are making their wine, and bring it back to the Japanese winemakers. You could say that they're sort of the forefront, they're sort of at the pinnacle, you could say, of winemaking in Japan. Here at Amathus, we are only one of 2 producers to bring the actual grape into the country, so it's very, very exclusive and only just taking off in the UK scene. So, the wine itself, as you can see, is quite sort of light. The grape itself had this wonderful sort of like a pink tinged juice, and the other Japanese sparkling we have, a Luminaire Koshu, has this sort of like almost rosé tint, you could say. So on the nose, it's got this lovely sort of ripe apple, like a red sort of Ghana apple, but it's also got a little bit of savoury note to it that I think would work fantastically with especially Asian food, but so much so like sushi, I would imagine. On the palate, great acidity. That savoury note is definitely coming through, and so is the apple, but it also has this touch of minerality, which I think would work fantastically with spicy dishes. Anything with a little bit of chili, a little bit of paprika would work fantastically with this wine. So that is our first wine, the Koshu. The second wine is one of my favourites throughout the shop. I had this when I was in Spain, in Cordoba in the summer. It's called the Gran Bazan Albarino Ambre. And the reason why it's called Amber is it's seen much more oak compared to the Verde, the green, as they say in Spanish. Now, the grape itself, Albarino, is produced throughout Spain. It has this typically tropical sort of nose, but a lighter sort of body. This one has seen some oak, and it's really round. It's got a fantastic mouthfeel to it. Gran Bazan also produced another grape called the Bobal, which is sort of native to, or is native to Spain. And it has a sort of lovely sort of smoky sort of cherry style. Now, on the nose,
Yeah, I'm alright.
you've got this lovely sort of ripe apple, and also a little bit of minerality to it. It's the beauty of, don't worry sir, come on in, the beauty of filming in store, you get live interaction. So, on the nose, again a lovely sort of ripe apple, but also a little bit of melon and a little bit of tropical flavours to it as well. And again, it's got much more acidity than the first Koshu wine. And in my eyes, it would work fantastically with sort of light meats, a little bit of chorizo, a little bit of goat cheese would work fantastically with this wine. Again, it's got this little bit of minerality like the first wine, but it also has this fantastic mouthfeel. And now I'm getting some lovely sort of notes of tropical flavours and a little bit of melon to it as well. Absolutely fantastic wine. And in my eyes, if you want to try a great Albarino, go for this one. It is one of the best in the country. Now finally, on to our last wine, which is a Beaujolais. Now for those of you who think Beaujolais, Beaujolais Nouvelle, nothing like that. Beaujolais has finally been taken seriously as a great, great wine. The best way to look at Beaujolais is, if you imagine an hourglass, at the bottom of the hourglass, the region, is where all the Beaujolais Nouvelle comes from. At the very top of the hourglass is Tain Crus, and this is the Moulin Cru, which is, in my eyes, the king of Beaujolais. It definitely has an aging potential up to 10 years, so it is definitely a serious wine. Like all the Beaujolais, 100% Gamay, lovely dark fruits to it. Moulin Cru has been going since the 1850s, and they have this fantastic tradition of working with the land, but also matching with food. After all, it is French, and the French are so intrinsically tied with great cuisine. So, as you can see, it's a lovely sort of deep ruby red colour, and on the nose, tropical fruits, A little bit of sort of like red cherry. And again, a little bit of spice to it as well, and a little bit of vanilla, just from the touch of oak that it's seen. Now again, on the palate, lovely whack of spice. Silky, silky, smooth tannin. There's enough there to drink, definitely enough there to match with light sort of foods. Again, you could stick it to traditional stews, something like that. And the great thing about the Beaujolais as well is that don't be afraid to put it in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. What you're going to do is essentially give it a slight chill, and you're going to increase the fruit flavour of the wine. So it also makes it great during the summertime. So if you've got a fantastic picnic or something like that, just whack it in the freezer for 10-15 minutes, and then by the time you've done your walk, you'll have this fantastic, really fruity flavour to it. So like I say, that is the first 3 wines that I'll be introducing to you every 2 weeks, part of our Wines of Wonder Society video. Feel free to tweet me at Amathus Soho or at Amathus City, and I'd love to hear your comments on the wines. So until next time.